David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Longhorns will get us started with the opening kickoff. The returner's going to try to see what he can get. He gets a block. Oh, what vision. And there he goes. He'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Trojans. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
Yeah, and those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you can tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. First down here for the offense. He wants to throw. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a first down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Hits him in stride inside the 10. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6.
After giving up that big shot defensively, how confident are you calling that coverage again? You're now on your own end of the field, and now your backs are against the wall.
They'll dial up the run on first and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. But you have to find a way to create some hesitation on defense when you're selling the draw play, and they just didn't do it well enough there.
Yeah, and it's got to be the offensive line and the quarterback and the running back. They all have to work together to show pass set up front, act like it's a throw for the quarterback, not rush it. The defense clearly not fooled, got in the backfield, got the tackle for a loss.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
This defense is giving up yards, but a chance to make a stop on this opening drive on 3rd and goal. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
You know, I really like this QB running the football because I know he's got a lot of speed, but he's not the biggest guy in the world. So he's not going to be able to break a lot of tackles. You really got to do a good job of trying to scheme ways to get him out in more space.
This offense wants to get out of the gate fast on their first drive of the game. To the end zone, and it's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover.
Well, we knew coming into this one, this was an offense that wanted to come out, sling it around, but the timing is going to have to be a whole lot better. This defense has athletes who can close on the ball and make plays, and you saw it right there in that interception to open this game.
Offense set on first down. Running back searching for a hole. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
You know, I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm of the game. Let those big fellas get lathered.
They'll run play action. Throws to the wideout. Complete downfield. That type of big play can even make Traveler perk up and take notice.
And, man, when I think about USC and just their pass, I just think about explosive. Explosive playmakers, making explosive plays down the field, finding those big wide receivers, making big plays.
Grab behind the line. It's Branch. Still running at the 40. And he's running in the open. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
And as a defense, how scary is it having to defend this guy? He's one of the fastest players in America, and you saw it on that last play. It's not necessarily throwing him the ball over your head. They just get it to him quickly. The hard part now is running and tackling that guy. Not easy to do.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Pre-snap motion in the backfield. He's looking for an open man on second down. He is lucky to get that one back, and the last thing you want is to turn it over on your opening drive.
Ooh, quarterback lucky that one wasn't picked. You got to be really careful down here in the red zone because these windows are small and defenders close on the ball. That one should have been an INT.
Third and long, and they can get the first down without scoring a touchdown. Going for 6. And it's caught! Touchdown, USC!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end zone because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
And they did tack on the extra point. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. That last possession, a prime example, Jesse, of how things get condensed in the red zone.
Hard to throw when the windows are smaller, and that's what happens down near the goal line, David. But for this quarterback here, just take accountability and ownership and come out here and lead your offense.
And move on. Like, we needed points. That's something that we can harp on. We'll watch the tape this week, but now it's time to move on. Let's get another drive going.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Going up top on first down. Coming after it. Takes a hit as he fires. Right on the money to the outside. He dragged the toe, and how about the ball placement? Only the receiver could get it.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score, USC 14, Texas 0.
First down to start the drive after the break. Motion by the back forces the defense to adjust. Trying to find his man on first down. Got it in the middle. It's Blue. They make the stop, but this passing game does some damage, and they move the sticks with the first down.
And a great job by the QB finding the running back, get him the football where he can do some damage after the catch, and most importantly, get the first down.
The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They're going to throw it again. Lets it fly. And he's got it inside the 10.
First down, Texas.
First and goal and a touchdown here really gives them momentum. They'll try to get it in with the run. And you can forget running in the middle against this defense.
Man, not much wiggle room for the ball carrier there.
Not really sure what they can do to try to create some space.
I know. Block better. How about the offensive lineman push some guy backwards and make some holes?
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. He'll pitch it. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now the two-point conversion attempt is coming. Back to pass, it's Manning. And good coverage and better hands by the defender to knock it down in the end zone. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
USC 14, Texas.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we'll see if the offense can build on this lead before the break. And on second down for this offense. Trying play action. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Well, the offensive line has got to give him at least a little bit of time to survey the field. He had no chance that time, getting hit almost immediately after he got the ball.
On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
Well, the offense is trying to throw for it in their own end on 3rd down, and quarterback receiver not quite on the same page, and they're lucky because that was almost picked up.
Talk about aggressive. This head coach is keeping the offense on the field inside his own 30. Looking to scramble. Release to the back. Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
It's hard throwing in the pocket, man. You got bodies and 300-pound dudes falling all over the place. They're trying to hit you. That time, the pressure got to him, and they forced the incompletion.
Right back up top on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete.
Well, we knew coming into this game, this offense was going to try and get this receiver involved and get him involved early. So here they are just finding an easy completion. It's not a touchdown, but they just want to get this guy lathered up and get him into a rhythm.
Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
Well, with the weapons this offense has, you knew it was just a matter of time in the run game before someone was going to break a long one. They'd just been running into a wall. They just couldn't seem to find their creases and get enough movement up front, but they finally got it there, picking up the first. Let's see what happens next.
They'll throw it on first down. Gets it out fast. Finds a little space. And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
And that's why for the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball.
And he's got it! Touchdown, Trojans!
And that's what I love about empty sets and formations on offense, is that when you spread the defense out, you create bigger lanes to throw into. You saw it right there.
Lining up to add another. And with the extra point, they move on top by 15. So a drive there of 82 yards. And the scoring play comes on a touchdown pass from 22 yards out. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. This late in the half, you're behind. You'd love to create something before the break to build momentum, Jesse.
But you've also had some miscues on offense, a big part of why you're losing the game right now. I'd take it into halftime, make my adjustments, and come out ready in the second half.
Yeah, I'm going to take it into halftime too, Paul. But I'm trying to put some points up right here. Be aggressive, set the tone, be like, hey, listen, this is what you're going to get in the second half, so find something really quickly you can go to.
Fires to the middle. Makes a connection. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They'll snap this one from the 42. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw, it's Manning. Now he's going to glide away from pressure. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Nice job by the quarterback trying to buy time and scrambling to the right, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
Running back goes in motion. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's going up top. And a big play on the left sideline. Excellent awareness to get that foot in bounds. We've got a timeout in the waning seconds of the half. Maybe a chance to get off a couple more plays. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. To the air on first down. Fires to the end zone. And good coverage there to knock it away and deny the score.
No rest for the wicked for this offense. They are taking shots. You just saw a big explosive play on the previous one, and right away they get back to the line of scrimmage, and they throw it in the end zone. They have got this defense on their heels.
Lets it fly. And they can't connect, but the flag flies, and I think this is going to be pass interference.
And the defender just way too handsy on that last play. You could see all the contact as the ball was in the air. You simply can't do it, and the referees caught it.
Just enough time for one final play in this half. They're going to run it. They'll knock him down, and that'll take us to halftime.
That's the end of the first half. With the score, USC.
Got things teed up and just about ready to go here in the second half.
Number 96, set to kick the Texas.
On the move from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Texas offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions, the coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive. Just like they do at the start of the game, they've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a scoring drive.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure to these guys. So I think getting the ball first, driving down, scoring right here would be huge.
Dances away. Slings it downfield. He's got it. Big gain on that one as he steps out of bounds with a first down.
Well, Reese, you and I were talking about this before the game. How is this defense going to be able to deal with all the speed they have offensively? You saw them just rip off a big play.
And Jesse, now their head's spinning just a little bit. Give up a big chunk play. Threads it inside the 10. Touchdown, Texas! And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And now they'll try to get the 2-point conversion, guys. Here comes the option. He'll toss it. He gets the 2-point conversion, and we've got a ball game. They're down by 7. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. And he takes this from inside the 5. Makes a move. He's got an alley. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown.
I'll tell you, you're lucky if you're watching a college football game and you see one return for a touchdown. That's now his second of the game. This guy is absolutely lethal. He's shown you his open field running ability. He's shown you his speed. I'll be shocked if anybody kicks his way the rest of this game and the rest of the season.
And the extra point is good for a 28-14 lead. They're just about to boot it away full of energy after housing that last kickoff. The ball bounces through the end zone, and it will be a touchback. offense back onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David,
and he gets the foot down. It's a catch deep along the left sideline. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
He's moving out of the pocket. Got his man downfield. And it is a chunk play, a huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end. They'll throw it from the red zone. He wants it all. Touchdown, Longhorns! You thought they were done. They're not. They're back, baby. And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. After taking another look just to confirm everything, the officials on the field got it right. Play will stand. 2-point conversion attempt is on the way.
42 slider. 4-2.
Barrels ahead. He's in there for the 2-point conversion, and now they're just down 6. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
Texas.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Branch. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
and just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Now the play fake. Finds his target down the middle. And he'll be marked down, but he's got enough to move the chains.
When they pick up the first against zone coverage, the biggest key there is the quarterback understanding that A, it's zone, but B, what kind of zone is it? Is it 1 high safety? Is it 2 high safeties? And then you know instinctively where your best throw, where your highest percentage completion is based on what type of zone coverage it's going to be.
They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. You try to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Quarterback wants to throw on 2nd down. Got his man in the middle. And just a short and safe pass play. They pick up a few.
Picks up 4. It's 3rd down. That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, USC 28, Texas 22.
They've changed ends of the field, now facing 3rd down as they go back to work. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. Pocket starts to collapse. Finds a man in the middle. He is tackled, but it'll be a fresh set of downs.
And they did everything right in this 4-minute type situation, trying to bleed the clock. First you get the completion, then you get the first down, and you stay in bounds. You could not execute that play any better.
The Trojans are on the move. On on the ground trying to pull the plug on this clock. And they try the middle of this defense, and that is not happening. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. He's looking to throw. He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
That play call is going to force a lot of people to scratch their heads because you've got the lead late. Why aren't you just running the ball? When you throw, you risk having interceptions like that right there. That should have been picked.
Got it in the middle. It's Hudson. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. And the Trojans come to the line with a new set of downs. Handoff from the gun. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5. Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. They'll try to overcome that last play on 2nd and 15. He's looking to throw. They're trying to get to it. Quarterback tried to scramble around for a while, but the defense able to bring him down.
Well, the offense just set themselves up in a bad situation on this one. 2nd and 3rd and long, there's not a lot of guesswork. Defense knows they're throwing the football, and you could tell in that pass rush, man, they were coming.
And whatever they did on 1st and 2nd down, don't do that anymore. 3rd and very long coming up. He turns that loose down the right side. And it's picked off. That's the turnover they desperately needed.
What a momentum-changing play. Just when they needed to get the takeaway, he steps up with a massive interception, now gives his team a chance to regain the lead here in the 4th quarter.
A little pre-snap eye candy for the defense. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. Catch in the middle, it's held. And he might be known for run fits, but that was a sure and heavy tackle on the tight end.
I think in this situation, 2 minutes, trailing late, I think you got to be throwing to the sticks every time. I don't know if these short completions are going to get it done. You're just not going to have enough time to get down the field. So from a play calling standpoint, I think you want to think about being a little bit more aggressive.
I love when players understand situations and they understand where the first down marker is and they understand where I got to get to. A lot of people you'll see run north-south and try to bounce out wide and make big plays. Sometimes it's not about making big plays. Sometimes it's about getting that first down to make sure I get an extra set of downs instead of trying to make those big touchdown runs.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy on them. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
Unloads to the wideout. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch. He knew exactly what they needed there, made the play, and got out of bounds to stop the clock.
And you got to keep this turbo mode on, right? We got to keep going fast. The clock's running down. 4th quarter, need a score. Great execution to get the first down. We need a lot more of this on this drive.
See, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off the blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Wants to throw. It's Manning. Short throw to the sideline is complete, and he's out of bounds after picking up a couple.
I love offenses and quarterbacks that are willing to take the easy stuff. Take those easy throws that are guaranteed to get positive yards. Yeah, I'm going to take big shots down the field too. But don't forget, it's easier to pick up 2nd and 5, 3rd and 5 than it is when we start getting those long yardage situations.
Timeout called here by the defense. It's their first of the half.
That is so deflating on defense, too, because in your own red zone, 3rd down, you need to make a stop. You know they're going to throw to the weapon at tight end, but it's one thing to draw it up on the blackboard. It's another thing to go execute and prevent that guy from catching the ball. He's so big. He's so athletic. You could have the perfect play call on, and he's still picking up the first.
Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
USC.
And with the stuff there, Jesse, on second down, this little third to mid-range, you got 2 downs. What are you thinking here?
Maybe getting your quarterback out on the perimeter and giving him a run-pass option. See if you can get the defense in a bind.
If they can get it in here, we could have a thrilling end to this game. It is 3rd and goal. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Man, it has been a long drive offensively. I just feel like you got to pay this off and be aggressive. You're down close. Punch it in for a touchdown here, Pollock.
Yeah, and inside the 3-yard line, I think I might try to finish this off with a touchdown. I ate up a ton of clock, wore these guys out. Now they'd have to go the length of the field if I missed.
And this could prove to be the biggest play of the game. They'll go for it on 4th and goal. The offense coughs it up.